OLED versus QLED versus Mini LED is not really a spec sheet fight. The right answer depends on your room, what you watch, and how much static content sits on screen. Start with the light source. OLED pixels make their own light. QLED is an LCD TV with quantum dot color. Mini LED is an LCD TV with a much more precise backlight. OLED wins black levels because each pixel can switch off completely. In a dark scene, there is no backlight leaking through the black part of the image. Standard QLED sits in the middle. Quantum dots help color, but contrast still depends on the backlight. That is why cheaper QLED sets can look bright but flat in dark scenes. Mini LED is the important step up. It uses many small LEDs behind the LCD panel, so the TV can dim dark areas more precisely and push bright highlights harder. For movie night in a dark room, OLED is still the cleanest pick. Stars, subtitles, and small highlights do not create halos because the black pixels are actually off. Mini LED has improved a lot, but dimming zones are still zones, not pixels. In star fields or black screens with bright text, a faint halo can still appear. Brightness flips the decision. If your room has windows, daytime sports, or lights on during HDR, Mini LED usually has more headroom than OLED. The article's 2026 flagship comparison puts top Mini LED sets roughly in the 3,000 to 4,000 nit range, while OLED flagships sit lower but have much cleaner contrast. Burn-in risk is lower than it used to be, but it is not gone. Static news, logos, score bugs, game HUDs, and pause screens are still the situations that make OLED owners pay attention. QD OLED is still OLED for this decision. It adds quantum dot color conversion, but it keeps per pixel contrast and still needs the same basic burn-in precautions. For sports in a family room, Mini LED is the safer default. You get stronger full-screen brightness, less worry about static scoreboards, and better value at larger sizes. For gaming, both premium OLED and premium Mini LED can be excellent. OLED feels extremely crisp in motion, but very long sessions with static HUDs push the recommendation toward Mini LED. For movies, the answer swings back to OLED. In a controlled room, black level and shadow detail matter more than peak brightness, and OLED has the structural advantage. Budget matters too. Mini LED often costs less than OLED at the same size, and the gap gets more painful at 75 inches and above. Do not buy by acronym alone. A cheap QLED can still be dim. A premium Mini LED can beat a budget OLED in daylight. A flagship OLED can still win the dark room. Choose OLED if your room is dark or dim, movies are the priority, and your content changes enough that static screen risk is low. Choose Mini LED if the TV lives in a bright family room, if sports and news are always on, or if you want a bigger screen without paying OLED pricing. Choose standard QLED mainly when budget is the point. It can give you good color for less money, but do not pay Mini LED prices for a basic QLED backlight. Bottom line, OLED wins darkroom picture quality. Mini LED wins bright room versatility. QLED is the lower budget color upgrade. Your room picks the winner. Scan the QR or open SmartTVS.org for the full OLED versus QLED versus Mini LED guide, with the contrast, brightness, burn-in, sports, gaming, and price breakdowns.